Take it away, James. Well, you're going to have to help me out with this. The film obviously needs an editor. After I was glazing the window, I went out and taped our neighbor, David Burns, who was chopping some corn, and taped him putting it into the silo, and then had him sit down in his kitchen and explain what he was doing and why and whatnot and whatnot. But we ended up taping over that, loading the wood cart with his wife and daughter and what's called a granddaughter. And so things are kind of messed up. So after the glazing, back a bit on the film, we switched to the filling of the wood cart and what was it, the chipping, and then Dave and I are sitting in their kitchen and he's explaining what he was doing with the corn. So that will give you some idea of why things are out of sequence. We're in our kitchen now, and we're going to give you a house tour, beginning with let's begin with the backstop that Eleanor Field made. I think you have one of those. A cow that I made out of some old wire that I've been endlessly razzed about because people up in this neck of the woods know that cows don't come with 3 spigots, they usually have 4. You will remember the microwave I got after we came back from Europe, and a Van Briggle pitcher. No self-respecting kitchen is without a jar of maple syrup. What else do we have in here? Our water purifier, we put tap water in here, and that's a little boiling chamber in there, and the water is distilled into distilled water, which we drink, even though we really don't need to. Oh, well.
Dirty dishes.
Dirty dishes, yes, yes.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
No. This is very important. It needs to be said. Normally, the house is spotless. Everything's in place. But we thought that might look abnormal if we were to clean it up. So we decided to make it look like a normal lived-in house, which is why there are dirty dishes and engine degreaser that I'm going to use tomorrow on the cabinet here, and sealing tape because it's getting cooler weather and I need to seal around the windows. Bread maker. Ever seen bread made? Let's make some bread. Okay, bread. I have to get my glasses. This didn't used to be a problem. Okay, start with the yeast. This will be a prime illustration of what kind of cook I am.
Would have been better if you had all the ingredients ready.
That would mean that I was organized, which I'm not. Okay, 1 1/4 teaspoons of yeast to start with.
I thought it was 2.
Huh?
And I thought it was 2 1/4.
Right, 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. Half of a half is a quarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeast. It's really very difficult.
Why don't you just scoop it with the cup thing?
I would, but that's much too easy. I mean, if you make bread, you got to work at it.
I see.
That's my reasoning.
Mm-hmm. One.
Okay, 1. Put in 3. Now, that was the first one. Two.
What kind of bread are you making?
Regular bread. This is called 3-cup bread. I don't know why they call it that, because you put in other ingredients, but it's 3-cup bread. Okay, that's 3 cups.
Salt.
Right, salt. Where's the teaspoon? Oh, here they are. 1½ teaspoons of salt. Now I'm going to read these ingredients off in case you feel like making something sometime. One and a half tablespoons of sugar. One and a half tablespoons of dry powdered milk. One and a half teaspoons shortening or sweet butter.
That would be a little bit more than a tablespoon.
How about there?
That's good.
Those of us who are good cooks have an instinctive feel for these things. One and a half cups, less 3 tablespoons lukewarm water.
They're dirty. It would be easy.
This was used for bread anyway, so it won't matter.
It will matter.
Trust me. One and a half cups. Less 3 teaspoons.
I'm sure the Board of Health would shut us down.
Now this is where it gets very complicated. Oh, and binoculars. We have to have binoculars to watch the birds out our kitchen window.
Is it soup yet?
That's enough.
Thank you.
Lukewarm. Now, like I said, this is where it gets very complicated, so you have to watch closely.
Carefully pour in the water.
Well, and it's in the wrist action. And that's how you make bread. 4.5 hours, we will have a loaf of bread.